live. Doing a quick check over. Let's see here. Doing a really quick check just to ensure we are all set, and we are live. How's it going, Warlords? DarkBriton is back on the stage. Sorry for that little bit of delay, but it is good to be back with some Nakama. Cool Kid and Segrain, thank you both.
Well, what is up, fellow Warlords? How's it going? And a happy Sunday. Happy weekend to you all.
Happy weekend indeed. As many people know, Volume 100 is out in Japanese. I actually just got a copy, and it's being mailed from Nihon right now, so that's going to be more of like my personal collectible. But we have some SBS information that has been translated, as well as Vivre cards. So a lot to break down. Any thoughts, gentlemen, on where you want to jump in first, or what types of information we want to jump into?
If it was to me, I probably would jump to the SBS first, then the Vivre cards.
Okay. So SBS. So I have the mega thread up on the SBS. And this one's from Reddit, and it breaks down what happens between, let's see here, questions on different chapters. So the first one I have is page 44 SBS. Do y'all see that one?
Page 44, yes.
Question, Mr. Oda, if there's a USO over there with a huge breast beauty on it, what memorable 100 volumes of SBS is about to begin? What? There's a UFO over there. Okay, so it's someone trolling. It's always interesting. Wait a minute. Does not, this time I have to announce, this is the first 100 volumes. Who sucked that? Why isn't the beauty with huge breasts here? Oda's very interesting when he says when he does a lot of these. The first conversation is just about boobs. So I don't know about that, gentlemen.
Classic Oda.
It is classic Oda.
I mean, how could you not start an SBS with, I don't know, someone making a perv comment or something?
Which is fair. I mean, it ends with Sonata, all you perverts get out of here. What's going on with this page? It's very self-aware. It is very self-aware from Oda.
Yeah.
However, there's some more information. Thankfully, hopefully this is a little bit more intricate. What would Usopp look like if he wears a mask with his nose like that? So apparently there's a photo of Usopp lying around somewhere with his face all smushed in.
Like, you want me to put it up on the Discord?
Yeah, sure, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just save the image right here, and I'll just drop it under here. Hopefully, boom. Yeah, it'll show up Usopp, which is let's just say I don't know how exactly even helpful if he wears a mask.
Did you drop it?
Yeah, I just dropped it.
Alright, let's do this really quickly so it doesn't throw off the screen. That's interesting.
Oh.
That's...
What the hell?
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think a mask would even be any help for Usopp.
Oh, man. Well, it's funny just because we started this arc with Page 1 and Ulti being like the representatives with masks. Especially because they showed up right when COVID hit. So I guess like they're trying to get them to be responsible. So go. let's see here. Thanks, Chase, for stopping by. Yes, roundtable with the fam. We're just going over some of the more interesting questions that people ask Eiichiro Oda-sama.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Very handsome. I have a question about 976 words. Please allow me to introduce myself. I heard this line in the lyrics of That Is How It Is Sanduska when I was listening to the single period of drama. Did it come from there? Per Pie Carden. Oda, well, although you did not write the age, but interests are very old, just like the young me laugh. Please allow me to introduce myself. This phrase can be heard in the period of dramas with chivalry movies. To be frank, it is the old Yakuza way of greeting. That is, like, oh, listen to me, my name is Uwu, grew up Uwu, which, such as self-introduction. This is called the do the right thing. I like that. So there is like a cultural relevance between Jinbei standing there like this and just being like, hello there, I am the first son of the sea. It wasn't just some epic cut for us to like go crazy over, which is very nice. Very, very nice.
Yeah, very, very, very.
Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Let's see here. Any other thoughts, gentlemen? Before I go on to the next...
Yeah, let's go on to the next one. Yeah.
Page 100, are Ulti and Page 1 real siblings? Page 1 seems to call her with a term that feels more like it could be said to an older female friend. I like it. Not just a big sister, so I'm very curious about the two. Yeah, they are brother and sister. It appears their father was a pirate too, but he passed away. Kaido knew, so they might actually be ogres. Or Oni, or whatever we want to...
That explains the horns.
It does, like, but page 1 disappears, which is something that I brought up, but, I mean, maybe the Spinosaurus just doesn't need horns. That is very,
Well, yeah, Ulti was very smart.
He ended up taking them both in. Ulti was very smart. She stole 2 devil fruits that Kaido had.
Dude,
What?
I'm starting to think Kaido just sucks at hiding his devil fruits.
Oh my goodness, the actual vault for devil fruits has just got to be bare. Like, everyone can get one. Yamato can get, like, literally the Maguchi, which is, like, a mythical. And then he lost 2 just ancient Zoans like that.
Dude, I really do think Kaido just sucks at, just hiding zones. I'll just put it in my vault, which I leave open all the time.
And to a much younger OT, just imagine.
I mean...
So they were not... So there was a lot of lore and speculation when... someone had said in like the whole breakdown of when the Toby Rope were introduced that they were all like their own pirate captains. Seems, and everyone was like, oh, maybe Ulti and Page 1 were. Doesn't seem like that at all.
No, the only ones that were confirmed to be pirate captains were who's who, Sasaki, and X-Drake, obviously.
So that's interesting. So they grew up. She stole them. So after probably their parents died or her dad died, Kaido took them in. She stole them and so her and Pepe could become stronger, and they have. So so she's grown up with Yamato, which makes that interaction so much more better.
Yeah. But I mean,
yeah.
The thing I'm wondering about is Tech is their, quote unquote, Ulti's parents or father. Were they part of the Rock's crew?
It's one of those things where Rocks is just such a feature that you forget about until situations like this, and it's just like, I don't know. The rocks, that's a possibility. I'm leaning more on them also being Oni, since Kaido also knew them. Because if that was the case, they would have known Big Mom. Potentially. Because Big Mom and Kaido were on the same crew.
Well, the thing to that answer is what I'm thinking is probably, OT and Page One. They weren't born until after the crew disbanded.
True. Very, very true.
Yeah, that could be the case. Then that will explain why. Firstly, they don't know Big Mom, and then secondly, like it could be Kaido took them in after their father's death, so maybe
Sorry.
so maybe a friend, maybe a close friend of Kaido.
Potentially. Sorry, I tried to like mute the mic before the sneeze, and it just like happened, and I almost threw out my back. Here's to being in your 30s and sneezing takes you out live on air. Oh, that hurt. Anyway,
Oh my gosh.
where were we at?
Yeah,
They even managed to become Toby Ropo. The Oni plot thickens. And who knows, maybe we'll see their dad in like Kaido's flashback, which please happen. Like everything's being revealed in these things. Who knows if like the flashback happens in an SBS and we just don't even get to see it. We just get told what happens.
Get that flashback, maybe, hopefully. I hope.
Someday, one day. Oda, please tell me why Hawkins' eyebrows are the way they are. 1, he was born that way. 2, he painted them on. 3, he has thick eyebrows, and this is the result of shaving them. 4, he ended up with those after a punishment game. I love his eyebrows. 1 second. One Piece Hawkins.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
Honestly, for the longest time, I thought they were just tattoos. I thought you didn't have eyebrows. I'm like, wait a minute, those are his eyebrows? And Oda gives the answer of, yeah, they're all each one single piece of hair.
Wait, do you mean Hawkins has eyebrows?
I love One Piece. This dude really just pulled out, at each one of those eyebrows is a single strand of hair.
I've never noticed that Hawkins even has eyebrows.
Well, it's a facial feature that like you first saw when you first get to see him, but then the nature of his devil fruit kind of like overshadows any questions you have about his appearance, to be completely honest.
Well,
As someone who first saw him in 2009, 8-9 is when I first saw Hawkins. Yes, you kind of forget that that's just those are eyebrows. That's very interesting.
well, I mean, I've always thought they were just like tattoos. But
I did too.
I didn't even think they were eyebrows.
And each one, so he's actually a brunette. He dyes his hair.
But this is one thick strand of hair.
Yeah, they're very thick.
I'm so glad Oda took back the whole Rogers mustaches, nose hairs. That was canon for a second, and then he took it back. And I was like, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank God.
Moving on to the next question. Oda Sensei, is Lanakuni based on Japan? That's right. The prototype is the Japanese archipelago. This is the original setting. Originally, this was the only island, which is Hokkaido. And because we needed to plot, it became the current location. It is interesting how Oda has depicted that Wano is Japan and why he's been hyping it up for so long. It was very, very interesting. You gentlemen have any thoughts on that one before I go on to the next one?
I
Yeah,
thought it was. Oh, you go
go
first,
ahead.
then.
Yeah, I'm just reading it again. Oda's answer. He said originally this was the only island, which is Hokkaido, but because of the need for the plot, it became the current location. So what? What is saying? She intended of the island to be an Oni island, island of ogres, right?
Mhm.
Well, with everything that Kaido, all the exposition from Kaido in the last chapter, we're really led to believe that he has a disdain for humans. And how humans can never, Yamato can never be friends with humans. And it's like, it very much seems like this is another race that was wiped out. Humans.
Okay, so what if currently what Oda is trying to do is like is trying to connect Wano to being formerly for an island of the ogres, since that was what he intended to do at first.
Okay.
Well, I think what Oda was saying that Onigashima was going to be, located on Wano itself, but for story reasons, he thought, nah, it'd probably work better if they had sailed to Onigashima, so he moved it around.
Lots to digest. A lot. We have another random question. If y'all are ready to move on to that one.
Love random.
A question to Oda, and I remember this page. One Piece 90, volume 95. Jeez, that is nuts. Page 33. The Flower Capital. We see this person that is that Shinobu as a man. So this is from Yamatoro. There is a rather large ninja in black. I can't remember what the context was, but I remember the individual. He has a little sticky mustache too. And Oda is just like, "Oh my, you found that out. How can you say such a rude thing like Shinobu? No one likes Shinobu. That's why, Oda. He's actually Shinobu's older brother, and his name is Shinobuke. He loved his sister and knew that Shinobu would be hunted down and killed for being a renegade. After he left the Gota gang, so he became a renegade himself, protecting his sister while acting like a Kozuki samurai." Interesting.
Okay, if I gotta be honest, this sounds like a thing that, I don't know, maybe it was supposed to be Shinobu, but, I don't know, Oda accidentally, did something with the drawing. It's like, oh crap, it's Shinobu's brother, yeah, who has always totally existed.
Wait, so the guy in this picture, are they trying to say that this is a ninja? Because this looks like a Germa for me, with the curly eyebrows and the robotic arm.
I think you're thinking about you're looking at a different photo.
Yeah, you're looking at different ones.
The one that I'm thinking about.
Okay. Oh, I've seen it. The one with the black outfit. Okay, I've seen it.
It was like a black ninja. It's like we're looking at the Flower Capital, and there's a black ninja that's like this. And this is before we got the reveal of Kyoshiro being the Witching Hour boy. So that was one of those thoughts. Is like, is this Denjiro the Witching Hour person, or as well which could be the Witching Hour person? But I remember exactly who they were talking about because I thought that was the case as well. In random question again. Let's see here. Random. Frankie says he is not a robot. Do you give him a check mark? Pen Takata. No, because he is a cyborg, so he is indeed not a machine, eh? Mr. Oda, please tell me how strong and powerful CP is. I think it should be like this. Strongest CP 0. Okay, so 0, then 9, 8, 7, 6, and then 1 would be the weakest. So in this person's depiction, CP9 is like the second strongest, and CP0 is the number one strongest. Whereas I originally thought that CP9 was the weakest. Okay, interesting. This whole group, the CP, Secret Police, is actually a spy group. That is, people who work in the shadow of the government. The general public only knows CP1 through CP8. The larger the number, the more important the task is assigned. Legendary CP9 has the privilege of eliminating people who are in the way of the government, and is a murderous group that should not exist. CP0, Secret Police Series 0, is different. Directly under the commands of the Celestial Dragons. And because they act under their orders, they are the strongest. Interesting.
Okay.
So technically what this person said was correct, in a sense.
Yeah, it's correct. Where, it goes from CP0, 9, 8, 7, net lower down.
Yes. So, in a sense, yes. So, in a sense, Rob Lucci went from 9, which is like the murderous faction, to then under the direction of the Celestial Dragons, which is he's doing with Stussy. Now that I know that Stussy is under the direction of the Celestial Dragons, it's now getting very interesting. That's an interesting.
But then I think currently the CP0 okay, I may be wrong, but I think currently they are split in two places, Marijoa and Wano.
Mm-hmm. Meaning they're in Wano under the direction of the Celestial Dragons. Oh my goodness. Meaning they're after who's who on the direction of the Celestial Dragons because of the one Gumma Gumma fruit. Oh my goodness. We were led to believe that fruit was so insignificant for so long.
Yeah, that's true.
We were able led to believe that fruit is one of the weakest fruits. It's just that Luffy, because of the way Luffy utilizes it.
Exactly.
Strong.
Exactly. Like, for instance, I have a lot of reaction people that I'm watching, and some people just got to the flashback with Sabo when Luffy was like a first kid and he was using his powers, and every time they were fighting, they're like, this is the worst fruit. This makes no sense. None of this is useful at all. And it's just like, so we literally been conditioned to think, oh, like Luffy just got a weird fruit. It's an accident. Wasn't good. And he's just making the best out of it. Or it's just an amazing fruit and he's bringing it to its full potential.
Wow.
Yeah, seriously.
So now there's more mystery surrounding the gum fruit.
Well, definitely interested to see where it goes.
Yeah.
But I like it. But I like the way that the story is going like this, because I'm gonna play the devil's advocate here. You guys are gonna hate me for this, but because right now the story is bringing back like more the significance of devil fruit, because as the after the introduction of Haki, it was like Haki took more of the limelight than devil fruits, but now I think it is bringing that back.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
More to a balanced and even playing field. Yeah, I could agree with that. Let's see here. Oda, I want to marry Brother Katakuri from Octobacillus lactobacillus. Intestinal environment is super paranormal. That makes no sense at all. The pen name is so long. Let me see. So it is. But Katakuri is height 509 centimeters, which is like 10 feet. So can you? I don't know, Oda, can they?
I don't know.
The next one has a lot of Japanese words, which I'm guessing involves Conqueror's Haki. We can mull over that one. I think is fine. Oda, I have a question. Does the weapon used by Kaido have a name? In addition, is it anthropomorphized? Will it be handsome? Oh my goodness, I can't wait to see this photo.
Oh my god.
I don't see the photo anywhere, but I am looking forward to Oda anthropomorphizing Kaido's
oh yeah,
Kanaba.
I see where it is. Yeah, let me save it. Save. I'll put it in the Discord and
Oh,
oh my
I've
god,
seen
it's
it.
so sad.
Well, let me read off what it is before I get this. All right, y'all are about to see some interesting reveals, reactions once I see this. Wait, where is it at? Here comes a question that I'm good at. I see. Look at it first. A weapon that is called Hasai Kai. Ooh. A reference to the 8 commandments of Buddhism. Has no ranking, but if Kaido has leave it behind, it will be called a legend, right? Let's see anthropomorphism. It feels like Kaido is much more scary. All right. I'm heading to the Discord. Let's see.
Oh, you want me to drop it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll drop it. Just boom. Yeah, this one's it. It's on the bottom, and oh my god. You know what you've been saying about flashback Kaido's legs?
Oh god, this is way uglier.
What on earth? Is it the bottom thing? Yeah, it's
all
the
those-
bottom thing. That is very interesting.
Yeah,
Wow.
like, look at his tiny ass legs.
Like owner, like secret weapon of mass destruction, I guess is the best way of putting it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I do like the name Sasaki that Kaido's Kenobu has. I mean, it makes sense why he references it to Buddhism with Thunder Bagua itself having a Buddhist reference.
That is true. That is very true. He does have a very Buddhism feel to him. And who knows, like, the ogre race could be a very, like, nomadic, one with earth kind of thing. And the people in Wano could have just, cutting off the rest of the world, they could have just gone extinct in those 800 years. On to page 172. Question. Hello, I like history, and the Edo period is natural, but recently I found that the Heian period and the Taisho period are quite good, and I like it so much that I could travel back in time. I want to go to that period. No idea what context this is. The era where you can be samurai makes sense now. And the Flower Leader. After all, I love period dramas. However, if you have a cavity there and no anesthesia, it's super painful when you go to the dentist. If you really want to travel, I think it's better to go to the future. Lol. Oda.
I'm just going to say this. I cannot travel, backwards in the past just for the reason of, not having modern commodities.
Oh my goodness. Well, now this makes sense. The very next one is show us what you call it. Robin when it goes well. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, one where the timeline is good and one where the timeline is not.
She
so
doesn't
good.
change. And
Like,
at
in
least
the
in the
good
timeline
timeline.
that's good. I'm like, geez, okay, 60-year-old Robin is just still a snack.
Oh my god, now I can't unsee this.
And now, when things go wrong, like at 40, she doesn't look horrible. She still looks tired, but 60 is like, woof.
Oh my god. Yeah. But the bad timeline is the bad timeline. But yeah, it still is crazy to me. It's like 40 to 60, she doesn't change. Actually, she might even look younger at 60.
She kind of does.
Yeah.
It's like Oda, man.
But in the bad timeline, at 40, she looks like Dr. Kureha.
Yeah.
Are you saying Dr. Cray is hot?
It seems like in the bad timeline, not the good one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, hey, maybe Robin ages like Correa in the good timeline.
Also, it seems like in the bad timeline she's smoking, right?
That's also true. I think that's like a thing for Oda in the bad timelines. They're like smokers, all except for Sanji. When who just looks like his dad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me see what they say for age 40 good timeline. Must be nice being young. Age 60. Will you join me to go something?
Yes.
Okay. Bad timeline. My books, I thrown them all away. Age 60. That kid. How much do you want for it? Oh my god.
Wow. See, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And even compared to like Nami.
Yeah. I mean, bad Nami was like, yeah, she's bad, but oh my god, bad Robin is so much significantly worse.
It's just painful. But all right, moving on from this pain. Let's see here. Hey, don't say I didn't warn you. Must be nice being young.
Oh, I like this first question from page 109.
What?
The first one.
No, I know.
$190?
I've been following since the first volume. Can you draw your penis, Odachi? How could I possibly draw that here?
Okay.
Okay, now I like how he did that before going into a serious one. Anyway, Black Maria's ability is kind of like the Smiles note. I've heard about this. I know what you mean. I know that the hybrid form shouldn't have two faces and her arms should be spider-like. However, there is no clear-cut rule that Zoan transformations, see Chopper, just like he manipulated his transformations, it is possible for others to as well. Black Maria also feels that becoming a full Spider-Woman isn't beautiful at all, so she has used some drugs to change her hybrid form. That's the natural one below, by the way. Oh, I need to find what this photo is.
Okay, let me pull up the photo real quick.
Because I think it's on the Twitter timeline.
Oh, okay, I have it. I'll put it in the Discord. Upload file.
Oh god, if the one I'm seeing is wait, what?
Yeah, it's not pretty.
I'm saving that soundbite. I am so sorry. Oh my god. One second. I was trying to find it in the Twitter timeline that I'm on, but I will.
Oh my god.
Let me.
That thing is scary.
I mean, honestly.
Oh my lord.
It doesn't look as ugly as I thought it was.
For me, it does. But you know what it reminded me of? If you've seen Full Metal Alchemist, when they were trying to revive their mom, there was this black thing after. I think it was after this guy was taken away. His brother was taken away. There was this black thing that couldn't move.
Come on, dude, it wasn't that bad. You're telling me Black Maria's true hybrid form looks just as bad as that? Come on, that is an exaggeration.
To me, it does. Honestly, oh my God, see that?
I guess you have bad taste.
Just imagine just imagine having a dream of something like this.
I'm trying not to.
Okay,
That's
wait,
it. My sleep's done.
Okay.
I do like how
wanna
Oda
mention-
did. Sorry, go ahead, cool kid.
I was going to say, I do like to mention that Oda specifically mentions that she must have used some kind of drugs to change her hybrid form. I think that's interesting because for the longest time, I always thought, it was just exclusively chopper, but I guess, there must be some other type of drugs.
I'm exactly with you because we didn't get a full look of Jack's hybrid, but it looks like he still has his elephant legs, but his head and hands out top. So that could explain his devil fruit hybrid. Sasaki's, now that we understand, heck, Queen has been experimenting on his. So we're at the point where that initial thought of, hey, this is how it is a lot more flexible, if that makes sense. So we're not just stuck into like, oh, this is how it has to be, blah, 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 blah. Which I personally prefer.
But Queen's experiment is a bit different since I don't think he used drugs.
No, his is all...
Maybe
This
cyborg
is all,
stuff.
viruses and other, biological warfare weapons.
Which is nuts.
But the way he changed his own, I don't think is due to drugs, because if you factor out, like, drugs have side effects, just like I think Chopper's transformation has a lot of side effects. Maybe not all, but some. So I think Black Maria's own will also have its own side effects. But that's not something I think Queen's hybrid form will have, since I think he changed it, like he altered the physical the physical genes of, like, I don't know how to explain this, but he altered it, like, physically, using all these weapons and stuff like that instead of using drugs chemically.
Sorry, I'm going through the chain trying to get a hold on the next piece. But I do agree. The physical changes are up in the air now. So I think we've seen all of the hybrids though. No, we haven't. We still have kings. So we'll see if there could be also some drug manipulation with his. All right. We have a little bit left, and then we have actual Vivre cards to go through, and I'm kind of excited for those. So let's jump into this last bit, which is about Jinbei. I've been waiting for 10 years for Jinbei to join. Same here. The Straw Hat Gang. Because I'm a Jinbei fan. So I made this symbol myself. Please turn the symbol into the symbol of Jinbei. From Joshua H. Okay. Getting some at least some Western names in here. I don't see anything in the chain, though, for a Jinbei.
Yeah, it's on I put it on the Discord, with right under Black Maria, there's two images of I think one drawn by Joshua and the other drawn by Oda.
That is awesome. So it's his pirate flag symbol then.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, cool kid. All right. So we have Jinbei's official pirate straw hat flag. Nice. All right.
So which one is Oda's and which one is Jinbei's?
I can't tell because I don't know Japanese.
How about we, in our hearts, both of them are excellent.
Whichever one is Oda's, they are both beautiful and deserving of.
And then we end with, that's it. 100 volumes of SBS is over. The questions for Mr. Kishu Takamura, the voice actor for VHP, are still being collected. I have no idea what the hell that means. Let's see here.
So yeah, basically, next fall. I don't know if it's next volume, but basically they're collecting a bunch of questions for an upcoming volume where they're basically going to get the voice actor to Jinbei to answer some questions.
Oh, nice.
Like they did with some of the Straw Hats. I don't remember how many SBS. It was like a long ago. They did that with the the voice actors at the time.
That'll be really cool. I actually want to see who. I've heard the name, I just haven't seen the person. But as we begin to wrap up, it is time for Vivre cards. Gentlemen, it's September 1st for that Oral Japan thread. And the first one that I'm looking at is Fuku Rokuju. And the only one Banshu, but it doesn't have any information on it. Except his big ass head.
Link the page in the the Discord real quick.
Also, under this mega thread, under the SBS, there are some Vivre card infos. I think.
Yeah, those are the ones that list on the SBS.
Oh, Static, thank you for dropping the information. Basically, they are asking Jinbei a question, reiterating what Cool Kid knew. They announced that in volume 99. Now I'm finally purchasing a lot of the volumes, so hopefully I will be up to date on those. I'm only going to do the volume 100 in Japanese, and I'm going to slowly start collecting the other ones. Static, thank you for stopping by.
Thanks, man.
But since Fuku Rokuju did not have info, we have Hold'em. Oh, I'm older than Hold'em.
I don't. Wait, God.
Yes.
If you scroll down, there are more. There are more. I think that you've missed. It started with Luffy's Vivre card. No information. Then Apu.
Okay, I don't see those in this thread. The way I see it, it went from Fukurokuju to...
Oh, you're checking a thread. No, I was checking the Oro Japan homepage. So they started with individual tweets, I think, before they went to the thread.
Where is the Oral Japan? Is it a website or?
No, the Twitter page.
Yeah, I'm on the Twitter page right now.
Yeah.
And the way I'm looking at it is.
If you scroll down, there's a tweet that first said One Piece hashtag One Piece hashtag Vivre card. Here we go, and then the tweet above that, it started with Luffy's Vivre card.
Okay, so I'm scrolling down further. I'm passing a lot of people that I'm getting excited about. So, oh my God, we have ulti. Oh my goodness.
I think there's almost.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm going. Yeah, I would have preferred to go top down because now I know everyone. What's Luffy's Vivre card information? Because it doesn't give anything in English.
I don't think it really changes because it's pretty much the same as it was. Yeah, it's because wait, isn't this like the third time we've gotten Luffy's Vivre card?
No clue. Well, some of them also have information.
I know we've gotten his Vivre card like once before.
That is. Okay, since we've already done Luffy's, let's go to the relevant information. King's, his bounty is bare. What's up? There's nothing.
Scratchman Apu.
There's no information for Scratchman, bud.
is devil fruit
He learned
and
the name of
haki.
his devil fruit, which is something that
Autonomy.
I don't
the
know.
autonomy.
I
I don't know
what that
why
means.
we didn't learn this information sooner, but okay.
What
And
is
then he has
Oto?
the auto. Let's see.
Sound. So he has a. It's not the
Okay.
music fruit. He has a sound fruit.
Yeah.
Okay.
In these, so he has. So he does have both. I don't know the Japanese for hockey versions. I'm assuming these are.
Busoshoku is the armament haki, and then Kenbunshoku is the visual what do they call it again?
Observation.
Observation haki.
So Bushoku armament,
Yeah.
Kinbunshoku is observation. Okay.
Observation.
Okay. I can. That is dope actually. So we have the sound fruit. No updated bounty though.
No.
No.
You know, I am kind of getting a little annoyed with these bounties, especially with Apu and Kid. I swear to God, I bet you Oda also forgot to put Apu's double fruit name in the story. He's like, oh shit, that'll be fine.
It would have been
Vivre
perfect to
card.
go into like once he first got eaten by Drake or something and got spit out, or when he first got hit by Kid. Like there's so many times for this information to be given. Granted, the armament and observation, but the devil fruit.
I feel like observation is obvious, but you know, everything else is like, maybe.
Hopefully we'll get it when we see Apu next, if we see him again. There are so many loose ends in this freaking story. It's insane.
I'm still. I mean, I don't know. With me, I'm still thinking Apu. You know, the second that he gets a chance to away from like X-Check or whatever, he's running his ass away.
Now that he's been betrayed,
Yeah, but I gotta.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Apu. I feel like if anyone in this arc were to, you know, be like, you know what, I'm done being a pirate after this. Apu is it.
also fair.
Like,
1.32.
the-
Okay. You want to go through the King bounty?
Well, I just went and looked up Queen's bounty real quick, and it's 1.32. They're not that far
very,
apart.
very close.
Yeah. King's bounty is 1.39 billion.
3 billion, dude. Man, it is crazy. Actually, wait. Let me look at Marco's bounty real quick.
Wasn't Marco 1.6?
1.6. I have to.
I thought it was somewhere in there. He's 47. Flying fish sashimi.
47.
No.
Flying fish. You mean? Wait.
And he's
47.
born. He's from the Grand Line, literally the Grand Line.
Well, I mean, obviously, but yeah. 40.
Lanarians, baby. I swear, Oda is just.
Is he the same age as Katakuri?
Yes. Katakuri is 48, I think.
Yeah. Oh well, so
They're roughly the same age, yeah.
Now let me look this up real quick.
Okay, so 2 years ago, I think the one that Shanks stopped from coming to the Marineford War probably wasn't Kaido himself, but King. So maybe Kaido delegated King to go to the Marineford War.
I could have saw Kaido going with his entire squad, man. He was going to take on Whitebeard.
Yeah, but then here it said 2 years ago the Red-Headed Pirates stopped King from participating in the Marineford War.
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean that it was just King. Kaido could also have been there, but you know, we at least know King was going to Marineford.
Is either they were both going but from two separate places, and then the Red Hair Pirates also split into two, or That's the only thing that could come to my head right now.
I mean, still, Kaido and King could have been on the same ship going to Marineford. They could have been.
Yeah, I agree that like Kaido could also be on the ship, but then why say King specifically if Kaido was there? That's my question on that. Like, if Kaido was there, they wouldn't say King, since King is just is just an underling.
You make a good point. I'm
That's why I think.
No, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. I had a thought to tie all this together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just go through.
All right. That's why I'm thinking probably they are not coming from the same place. Maybe King was coming from a separate place, and just maybe Kaido was just, all right, meet me at Marineford. But then that could be maybe where Shanks probably had the information, and they split up to stop King, and Shanks himself stopped Kaido. Because here they also said the red hair pirates. They didn't say Shanks himself. The red hair pirates. So it could be part of the red hair pirates, and Shanks wasn't part of them.
It's just...
It's a lot to take in.
It is. It's just really interesting because I know your point about Kaido delegating it to King, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. It just feels like that's probably why Shanks came out clean, without a scratch.
I guess that makes sense. If there was just King instead of Kaido himself, that actually probably would make a lot more sense.
All right. Go ahead.
The issue is like we're reading a translation, and that's like our him like translations. Like in translations, you lose context,
which is true.
So probably we've something in the translation, since even after translating the manga, the subtitle that comes in the anime might also be something way off than what the manga was even intending to translate. So that's why we're losing a lot of context in the story.
That is true.
Yeah.
Which, to that point, Static just left a really cool idea that they follow a YouTuber, not as popular as Ohara, but speaks Japanese. So, Static, if you could drop the link to their page, that would be really cool. I would be open to inviting them on the stream, our next Warlord Roundtable.
That does sound interesting.
That would be really cool to have someone who actually knows what the breakdowns are, so we don't have to either rely on them or a scanner who's just like, I like this idea better. But all right, so we do have a few more I do want to cover.
Oh, wait. Before you go into the other characters, I do like to mention, while this doesn't appear on the Oro Japan post, but I do got some other information about King, where one, it was mentioned in I forgot which translation, but King was a pirate amazed by Kaido's strength, so he decided to join him simply because how powerful he was.
It was in the Mega Thread. It was in the Mega Thread.
King so they retconned it then because he supposedly was at Impel Down.
What? King was in
Probably.
Down? What?
He was supposedly had worked at Impel Down a long time ago.
I don't think so. Was that mentioned somewhere?
It could.
He's part of King is like number 4 or 5. He's a top in our Impel Down Jailers video that we did 2 years ago.
Also that would explain like maybe as Kaido was escaping, just like Shiryu joined Blackbeard, as Kaido was escaping, and that was when King saw everything, and then he decided to just join.
Well, who knows? But his outfit and Shiryu's outfit are the same. But so that's interesting in as far as the lore goes. But Oda retcons things a lot. But in the sake of time, 2 years ago, the red-haired pirate stopped King from participating in the Marineford War. Killer's Vivre card. No information here.
Well, in the mega thread, it does mention that Killer's Punishers create shockwaves at the speed of sound, causing eternal damage to Kaido. So yeah, he doesn't even need to know Conquerors to do that.
Exactly. So which he probably did more damage to Kaido in that fight than Kid did then. Did Law have anything in that mega thread that I missed out on?
Don't see anything about Kid.
Nothing about Law. But I found the answer to my question. So under where King saw Kaido, he also went with Kaido to Marineford, but they both were stopped by the red hair pirates.
So he was
okay. I found my answer to that.
So they both were.
But then then here in this thing, I don't know why they just mentioned King instead of like the Beast Pirates or something like that.
We have a Vivre card for Olin. Let's see here. Any mega thread?
Here it said Luffy is the first opponent that Kaido sees as worthy to fight serious against since Odin. So he is very happy and excited.
You just want to forget about Zoro Kaido?
Even though
Zoro Kaido?
You know, it's not like, Zoro literally, got a cut on Kaido, but no big deal.
Strong.
Yeah, but it's not as it's deep owned as like what Odin gave him.
So Kaido's 59. So 41 years ago. No, 40 years. No. Rox was 41 years ago.
Yes,
so he was 18 on the Rox. He was 18 on Rox's crew. In Charlotte, Big Mom is 68, so he's only 9 years younger than her. Okay. I guess that still quantifies him being able to call her an old hag.
Yeah.
So Odin was killed 20 years ago. So he was 39 at that point. Let's see here. Yamato is 8 at that point. So he had her at 31. Okay.
Yep.
So Kaido came to Wano around 30 years old. Or he's always been from there. Interesting. Kaido information. Origin is the Grand Line. Yep. 720 centimeters. We're going to have to see who's taller between him and the rest of the Beast Pirates. But did we see how tall Big Mom is, actually? Nope, nothing.
We know for a fact we know Big Mom's height. Let me pull that up.
There's this article that I linked in the chat in the Discord. It said, according to the upcoming One Piece Vivre card, Kaido came from the Grand Line. I don't know if they were trying to say king, but it said Kaido.
They both have
after that, the sentence was he was born on May 1st, and his favorite food is sake.
Well,
Okay,
both
just
King
now,
and Kaido have that. We get Yamato's too? Oh my goodness.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah.
guys, I just looked at Big Mom's height. She is 170 centimeters taller than Kaido.
So she's 880.
Yeah.
Okay. That is good to know. Any last questions or thoughts on Kaido before we move on to baby girl Yamato?
Nope.
Let's see here. All right, so Yamato it is. Female, November 3rd. I can't wait to celebrate Yamato's birthday in a month. 28,
My
200.
birthday shares the same birthday as Yamato.
Yours is?
Yeah, mine does.
All right, now we have something else to celebrate. Favorite food is Odin and salmon. Or salmon. Let's take a look at these photos. Oh, Yamato. I'm so excited. And after seeing Yamato introduced last night in the anime, like, I'm just ready for the internet to just be like, poof. Mark my words, it's going to be the most popular cosplay for the next year and a half, 2 years.
Well, except for the dubbed fans.
Yeah, we'll see.
Mm.
Hawkins Vivre card, now that we know it's his eyebrows. Dear Lord, that's just so disturbing.
Oh, yeah. Another thing about Yamato that wasn't mentioned in the story post that Yamato's handcuffs she had on earlier actually did have sea stone on them.
Yes. Which just shows that when she knocked Ulti out, she was nerfed heavily. She was not strong. And then 2, when she was fending off Luffy. So Yamato is incredibly... King went on a rant about this a week or so ago. Like, Yamato is insanely strong. Like, we were not ready for this.
Yeah, but she's currently standing her ground against Kaido, so I think that explains it all.
Let's see here.
I don't think there's anything particular about Hawkins or Kid.
Unfortunately, nothing. No heights or anything. So kids, and then continuing up, we have
OT!
OT. Twisted Potatoes. I dig it because she's nuts. April 1st is her birthday. Okay. 40 mil. 400 mil.
Yeah, 40 mil.
Sorry. Yeah. 4 hundo. Those legs. Jeez. So 400 million. I think that's pretty dope. So that's just shy of, that's more than the Zoro and Sanji for sure. I think that's less than Jinbei's. It's higher than almost all of, well, we haven't gotten updates on a lot of the Worst Generations bounties. Kids is higher than that. Don't Know Killer's updated bounty. You would think Beige has a bounty over 400 now after what happened with Big Mom, but
Oh, we just don't know.
I'm interested.
It's good.
So,
It's good since we're dealing with big names Morgan, right?
big news.
Big news Morgan.
Big, ooh. All right, I'm going to keep scrolling just because we're already an hour and 15 in. Let's see here. Now we have Black Maria. She is 29. 820. So Black Maria is taller than Kaido.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, didn't we already knew that? We saw that one shot where she was like towering over Kaido.
She was towering over everyone else.
Yeah.
I don't know if she was necessarily towering over him. She was bigger, but I just didn't realize like that much bigger.
People were even
Mitarashi
about saying
Dong.
that
I thought
she was.
honestly, I thought Black Maria was taller.
I don't know, but she is from Wano country.
Yeah, that is interesting. They mentioned specifically Wano country, so I'm definitely interested. I mean, I'm looking for it.
Okay.
All right, and she's literally a year older than Yamato and hitting on Yamato's daddy. It's not awkward at all.
God.
All right, Black Maria, 480 mil. Continuing. Queen.
But that makes Black Maria have the second highest bounty out of all the Toby Ropos.
I don't know. I haven't seen the others yet.
I've seen the others. I can definitely tell you it's the second highest. Behind, well, you'll see.
Who's who? Behind, let me guess, behind either Who's Who or X Drake.
We don't know X-Trix. Oh, it might be in here. Never mind. I'll stop talking. Let's continue on because I do want to get to this.
Yes.
So Queen is a few years younger than Kaido. 56, 12 centimeters. So he's actually, I think he's shorter than King.
Yeah, he is shorter than King.
No, he's shorter by like a centimeter. Literally, they're the same height.
Yeah.
Did not realize that at all. Okay. So Queen and King are the same side. Grand Line, it says favorite food is pea. I don't think that. I'm guessing it's chibidongo. Or oshiruko.
Wait. Let me...
Oshiruko.
Hopefully it's not like, PS and piss.
No.
Not sure.
Yeah, I doubt it. So
I'm
that's
not
got to be a
getting
translation thing. Wow. I scrolled up to the next one. Huh.
Who's Who?
Who's from the North Blue? Interesting.
I mean, I kind of get... I mean, I don't know about the North Blue, but I figured that he was at least from one of the other blues since he was from, CP0. Let's see. He's 38. March 15.
His favorite food is like scallops and rice, it looks like. Which is making me hungry.
Wait. Paka no Pele?
Kaji no
Oh, yeah, Pele. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait, didn't we already learn this in like an SBS a couple of SBSs ago?
Nope.
I never really go through these.
No.
Oh, yeah.
So it's normally you guys who
remember.
are updating me on this stuff.
Yeah, I remember. I remember that this was in an SBS where Oda talked about all their favorite foods and the heights. You probably didn't discuss it because it's, food and heights.
Still interesting
I think all
information.
the SBS.
He's
we went
546
through
million.
So he's the highest.
Yeah, he's the highest. Which Black Maria is second, which I always thought that thing blew me up the first time. Because I always thought it was like, wait, I thought it was Who's Who, then like Sasaki.
Well, we'll go over up in a second. I'm gonna go back to the chat real quick before we go on to the next bounty, just because this is probably one of our last. It is our last Toby Ropo. I think that was the Theory King situation in terms of he used to be an employee at Impel Down. So thank you, Static, for backing that thought up. Well, it has to be somewhere. We'll do some research before the next. If she ends up joining, they have her feature film. Yamato in a movie? Here's something interesting about Yamato's design, though. Apparently, one of the samurai that helped her was actually the base of her original design. I wonder who, because it's Zoro's and then the guy from, I think, Kiwi and Udon. The little fat dude and the guy who looked like Denjiro. So I don't know. I hope that Yamato's original design had the thing on top that the little fat dude had with the eye marks. I would prefer that design. That part of her original design. Because then it would take the Odin straps that she has on her back and more or less put her on her head like a bow. She's a girl. I think that makes a little bit of sense. Thank you, Static, for that. That was a dope. Really, really good piece to throw in there.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Then, any thoughts on who's who before we go on to Sasaki? Because I'm guessing Sasaki is next.
Yeah, no, it's...
Nope, it's page 1, actually. Never mind. Okay. 290.
Yeah, more on the green line.
Page 1 is the same age as the Straw Hats. When he had latched onto the dog's butt and like Usopp was literally just beating the living hell out of him, there was this back and forth that was very like familial. They don't know each other, of course, but like they're both the same age. They're both 20. So it's like that interesting dynamic between the two of them. I also like how they retconned his tail to have the Spinosaurus waves or the frills on them now. That looks really cool.
Yeah, because I remember in an SBS, Oda talked about this, like, because of scientific discovery. He changed it to obviously match that.
20 years old, February.
I think you changed it in the next chapter, right?
Chapters since then now have the frills, but when he was first introduced, I don't think he had the frills on his tail.
Yeah, he didn't when he was first introduced, but then I think when he first showed up during Onigashima in his Spinosaurus form, they changed that.
I think so. Speaking of showing up, Cool Kid, you do have to catch up on the anime, my dude. I know we say it every week, but it's really fun. We like I said, Yamato was just introduced just last night, and it's worth it.
And I might just have to go through to watch the Wano anime.
More power.
Nothing that.
Oh, that's funny. All right, so let's continue onwards from Pepe to Jack, who likes cactus steak. Jack is also taller than Kaido. Looks like Jack is the tallest of the Beast Pirates, because Black Maria was 800 and.
No, I'm thinking.
No,
they're the same height.
The numbers are taller.
They're both 820. No, he's taller. Taller by 10 centimeters.
Yeah, he's only taller by 10 centimeters. That's crazy.
So Jack is the tallest beast pirate. Period.
Apart from the numbers.
Forget about that. They're just so irrelevant. We still have 1, 2, and 3 to meet of the numbers, and they had better save the entire premise of the numbers. They need to be something special.
Like,
I hope so. He's 28, so same age as Yamato. From the Grand Line, he is a fishman. No, he's a fishman hybrid. He is. So he's half human, half fishman. I'm guessing he wears the thing over his face to hide his teeth.
No, he's full fishman. Actually.
Is he full?
Yeah. He's a full fishman.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember a lot of people were thinking that he was a hybrid, and I was like, nah, he's a full fishman.
So let's also call out the fact that Kaido does not have any humans in his top 3. Now, the closest is Queen, but you would argue that Queen is just a cyborg. But yeah, he doesn't have any human. He's not close to any humans. Just throwing that out there.
Black Maria is human.
She's not human.
No, well, one, I think he's talking about specifically the, the calamities, not the Toby wrote those, because you could debate like half of them are human.
Yes, but you could also make the argument that Sasaki. We don't know what Sasaki is yet. He's screaming Fishman to me. You could make the argument that Who's Who is from the Long Leg tribe. There's that argument.
Maybe.
The possibility of
Black Maria is from Wano.
Yeah, but she has the horns and she's huge like an ogre. Like she's not normal human size. We just said she's the second tallest of the beast. She's taller than Kaido. How is she human? And she has the horns that are literally right into her head.
Yeah. So we'll see about that in the future. So it could be debated that all the top players in the crew might not be human. But, no, then we got Drake. Well, I mean, he's not a part of the Toby Rope anymore, so who cares?
Yes, Drake, I would argue, is the only human in that menage. For sure human. Everyone else was potentially not necessarily human, but maybe a hybrid. But I do think Who's Who could be Long Leg Tribe. Let's see here.
That's not impossible.
The next one's Orochi, so let's go check out the chat because it's Orochi. We can always hold off on that. Iwa, hey, welcome back. I can finally watch you guys again. Yay, I was missing you guys. Sorry about that. We're gonna try and go a little bit longer with some of our discussions. Maybe play around with timing. Some of us are literally on the other side of the planet, so we kind of have to have like earlier times in the U.S. So some of our Nakama can make it in Russia. Mother Russia. But yeah, welcome back, Iway. Thanks for joining the fun. Right now we're on Oro Japan's Twitter thread around September 1st, looking up all of the breakdowns of the Vivre cards, including the Korozumi Orochi. Who's worse, him or Spandam? I'm going with Spandam.
I would argue
Spandam is worse.
Spandam. Well, I mean, not Spandam right now because he literally at this point he's just a servant to Rob Lucci.
San Carlos. Orochi or San Carlos?
Both. Orochi hasn't gotten there yet. He has to. Well, the fact is that since he's such a coward, he literally has only hurt Momo, whereas Saint Carlos has hurt by proxy Shirahoshi, which is like okay, and then Spandam literally beat Robin, so like that's where I'm like he's by far the worst. Orochi's too much of a coward to really have hurt anyone yet, other than Momo. And Yasue. I apologize. And Yasue.
I've even forgotten about Yasue, honestly. But I was going to say if he had gotten his hand on Hiyori, not Komurasaki, but Hiyori, then he would have hurt her.
He would, if Orochi hadn't done anything to Hiyori, yes, I would agree with that now. Or if like when Robin was undercover, and then the ninjas were after her, if he would have hit her then, easily creeping up. He didn't pull the gun on Odin. He didn't pull the gun on Lady Toki. He really didn't do anything except kick Odin in the face and then give orders and be a little bitch. Like, that's literally all of Orochi's presence.
But then, then that's almost the same as Saint Carlos. Apart from shooting people, what else did Saint Carlos did?
He just shot Hachan. By proxy, he tried abducting Shirahoshi. And that's what I'm saying. If he would have hit Shirahoshi personally, but St. Charles is up there. I wouldn't say he's Spandam level, but he's worse than Orochi, I would say. And I'd say all four of them are worse than Wapol. Wapol at least made me laugh.
I can't, like, I understand with, Spandam, but right now I can't literally say the worst because I'm still thinking about it's like, oh yeah, he's literally Rabaluchi's servant right now. Which
is true, and that's so funny. I hear where you're at. You also hate Orochi, but Iwa, who is as far between the four, who's the worst? Spandam, Orochi, who is it? Spandam, Orochi, Wapol, and St. Charles. Between those four, who's the worst? Because I gotta give it Spandam, Charlos, Orochi, Wapol. Like I don't know if I could. I dislike Wapol. I don't know if I just hate Wapol as a human being. I don't know yet. All right. A little bit of a tangent there.
I would say Spandam, St. Carlos, and Orochi are at the same level.
Oh, they're at the same level for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, kid.
What?
Who would you rank out of the four? Who's the worst? Spandam, Charlos, Wapol, or Orochi?
St. Charles.
Real? Okay, he's your number one worst in the verse. All right, you heard it here first.
Worse than the verse.
Worse than the verse. Wapol and Spandam. We'll have to do a tier list at the end of the year where we all just argue for who's the worst and who's the best villains in One Piece. But going up a little bit more, we have X Drake, male. They had no one else. This is okay. He's 30. We're the same age.
Congratulations! You share the same age as the second coolest supernova.
Oh, really? You think he's your second coolest? Okay. He's
kind of my second favorite because honestly, obviously Law is the best because,
I'm a kid fan, so I've been disappointed for a long time.
I don't know. Honestly, I know since the first appearance, in Saba Audio, it was like, okay, we want you to most importantly focus on Law and Kid. I'm like, okay, that's cool, but I don't know. Like, the whole fact that X Drake was an ex-Marine, that when I first heard that, it's like, okay, that's interesting. So, he's always interested me, and, even now.
Especially now.
Yeah.
He just needs to do something. Like, he cannot still be just fighting Apu. Like, he either needs to be defending, like, Chopper and all of them, or his butt needs to be on that roof.
Yeah, he needs to do that, or, hey, maybe, who knows, maybe next time we see him, I'm not trying to secretly contact the Marines somewhere.
Who are all, what on earth? Sorry, I scrolled up and it has the breakdowns for the numbers. So we're gonna get into that.
Oh, numbers.
But yeah, sorry, finish that point because I cut you off on that. That's my fault. I was scrolling and I was just.
Oh yeah, I was just saying that maybe the next time we'll see X Drake is him. I don't know, secretly contacting the Marines somewhere.
Well, and letting Kobe know, which will be very interesting. That he should probably let them know that his cover's been blown. That is something that's going to be very interesting to see how they do it in the anime. And how he's going to get out of there. But he needs him, Denjiro, they're fresh. Like, I'm not saying that everyone needs to be on the verge of death, but we are going against the strongest Yonko, period. Everyone, I don't want people to die.
Creature.
Right, the strongest creature. I'm not saying people should be dying, but there should at least be some huffs. Like, we've barely gotten... Robin's the only one who's gone full out, and she's out. That's... Usopp's out here lying about Conqueror's Haki, which... If that doesn't show that he's going to get Conqueror's Haki by the end of the story, I don't know what else is. Like, this is Oda, just the most blatant... Usopp's gonna have Conqueror's Haki, so you guys should be ready for that.
I
Wow.
see that.
I think that would be the greatest One Piece meme moment.
Well, he's
That
done
would
it
be
so
the
meme
greatest
times.
Meme that Oda will just give us.
The lie that
Are you
comes
sure
true.
not the Buggy showing off Conqueror's Haki won't be the biggest meme?
Nah.
No, Buggy
Usopp
becoming a
will be the
Yonko
biggest.
will be the biggest meme because he has failed. That man has felt upwards for so long.
Oh my god.
All right. Speaking of failing upwards,
Oh yeah.
get it numbers because they're failing and they're tall. Witty wordplay. So all of their numbers
They really give anything about the numbers.
Okay, it looks like they're all 15, 1, 5, 6, and then it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 through there.
Uh-huh.
I'm wondering what 10 is. It'll either be 70 or 60, but we'll see. But it gave a breakdown for the one who chased Frankie, the one that liked the shiny stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it Hacha or something like that?
Yeah.
That's 8. Number 8.
But at the same time, it's 188 years old. Okay. Height is 6. I'm not even messing with that one. So
608.
it didn't give the whammon. So there's that. So we still have yet to see the whammon number. Or we still don't have the information on the whammon number. But the one that this one's lifting over his head, I'm pretty sure it was 1583, because that's the one that Frankie wrecked with the radical beam. That was originally for Big Mom, and he used against that one.
Yeah, the drunken, the one that just came wrecking everywhere.
Any thoughts on? God, they're giants.
They're tall.
I mean, I gotta be honest, I kind of want to skip the numbers.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't care about them. I thought they were going to be interesting, but nope.
Oh my goodness. Well, this can help you then. Go ahead, Segrain, and then we'll go on because the next one is another waifu that I like.
I think you lost interest because you were putting hopes that they are going to be somewhat like ours, and they weren't.
Well, it's not that I thought they were going to be like orbs. I thought they were kind of actually going to do something, but all they've kind of really been is just like, hey, look how big and tough I am, and, all the Straw Hats, knock them out kind of easily.
They were used as a measuring stick, and Luffy articulated it. We've dealt with oars. This is nothing new to us. We have been training for this. So there is that aspect of they were a very effective measuring stick as opposed to where they were and where they're at now. Do I agree with Cool Kid and we need to see at least a few huffs after taking on a number? Yes. I would like a huff to at least give some credence to these guys being here. But on a lighter note, we have Horse Waifu, Speed. 28 years old. She's 24. Pretty cool. She's from Wano.
Yeah, okay, that also interests me. Because it's not just Speed. We also got Black Maria. So, you know.
Well, one has horns and one
obviously
doesn't.
More than, yeah, so there's more than, you know, one, like, Wano-cism being like, you know what, screw this, I'm just going to join the Beast Pirates. Life there is so much better.
That's fair. That is fair.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on Speed? Because there's a few other ones.
I like Speed. Just wish there was more information.
Any thoughts, Sigreen?
No, I'm just thinking about, like, then that will, if there are Wano citizens that join the Beast Pirates, then that would potentially be maybe what helped the Beast Pirates to capture a lot of the samurai.
Or at least be prepared.
They probably, yeah, exactly, yeah, and also since they will have inside information.
Oh my goodness. The next one is Onimaru, and I'm pretty sure Onimaru's devil fruit. It is revealed.
Yeah, it was revealed that it's a devil fruit power. I forgot the name of it.
I'm looking it up right now.
I remember it was the human fruit mythical. I forgot the name of this.
Oni-Yudo.
Yeah. The Oni-Yudo. If I remember correctly, basically, it's a creature that disguises itself as a tall monk.
So we have 3 human fruits. We have, I think, what is this, 8 mythicals now? No, 6 mythicals.
Let's see. There's Marco, then we got the Buddha.
Yamato. Kaido. Orochi.
Oh yeah, Orochi. I almost forgot about him.
Katarina Devon.
Yeah.
Onimaru. So we have 7.
Yeah, that would be 7. It's crazy to think most of these mythicals appear in Wano. It is also kind of weird that it's like, you know what, let's just make Yukimaru's just have a mythical fruit.
It's also weird that the most mythicals we have are humans. There's 2 human fruits.
Yeah, 2 human mythicals. One's the Yukimaru, and the other one is the Buddha. Man, I cannot wait for the Jesus fruit.
Oh my god. It's coming at some point. Oh my goodness.
I can't wait until, I don't know, Burgess has the Jesus fruit. Yeah. I'm not making, I totally did not just, got this from my ass.
Oh my goodness. We have a good question that we can end on. And that'll be a good way to end the conversation, the stream. So let's do these last few, and then we'll end on this final question, and then we'll wrap it up with almost close to 2-hour stream, which is really fun. So Sleeping Kyoshiro, who is also Denjiro, 47 years old, height 306, from Wano country, aka the flower capital. But pretty straightforward. This is also the witching hour boy, witching hour man, however you want to put it. But nothing necessarily crazy there. 47. Komurasaki, 26, also from Wano. No height. Interesting. Tenguyama. Do we think that Tenguyama has a devil fruit of a Tengu?
Nope.
I think so.
Just didn't even think of it. Just no. There's too many. It's just too.
I just think everything we see is just like, I don't know, costume attire, I guess.
I can live with that. He's 58. He has to be someone important. I also think his wings might be real, but who knows?
He might be.
He is important. He's a swordsmith, and we know swordsmiths are important to the story.
All right. We have Sasaki. Everyone else has been given their location. This has been a theory that people have been floating. I get it. But the fact that he doesn't have a location from where he's from. Oh, he's a year older than me, too. Is very suspicious that he might actually be from Water 7.
Yeah, I still am on the theory of he's Kokoro's son.
Which would have been so much better if that conversation would have come out during his fight with Jinbei. No,
Frankie.
not Jinbei. Frankie, thank you.
Frankie, yeah. Actually, yeah, that probably would have been way better for that fight because, well, actually, yeah, probably Frankie would have known Kokoro's son, maybe?
You would, well,
but
like, Frankie didn't come back for like a few years later. Well, he's 34. How old is Frankie?
But then also, Sasaki doesn't know where Frankie was from. If let's say, for example, he's from Water 7, and then he knows Frankie is also from Water 7, that's when knows. We don't even know whether even if he's from Water 7, if he knows Tom or any of the people that Frankie knew.
There's a 2-year age difference between the two of them. Meaning that when Frankie was the shipwright on Tom's crew and growing up there and spending all those years there, in seeing Kokoro, we would have hopefully at least heard her say or see her say, "Hey, you're my son's age." Or if we had something like that, I would be losing my mind. But we didn't see her even have a kid at that point, and then she had a grandbaby. So it's like.
Well, yeah, because we do know about, obviously, I forgot her name, which is her granddaughter.
Charmy,
yeah, Charmy, yeah.
He looks like he has the same kind of hair color as Charmy. I could see it. Even in the photo that has him drinking, it looks just like Kokoro drinking.
Huh.
He does wear gloves, so he may be hiding being a fishman. 472. His bounty is the third high. No, Black Maria is 480.
Yeah, I told you, Black Maria is the second highest.
Wow, I wonder what she did.
Yeah, I do wonder why Black Maria is, so much higher. Obviously, Usu is the highest because, Usu. But Black Maria, I wonder why specifically her over Sasaki.
Yeah, because she would have been she would have at least not been her own captainess, whatever you want to call it. She would not have been. She would have always been with the Beast Pirates, just like Pepe and Ulti. I wonder.
I just know for a fact that Usu, X-Drake, and Sasaki were all confirmed to be captains.
Yeah. This is all just leading me to think just what Yamato's bounty would have been if they actually knew about Yamato. As strong
even right now, even right now, I'm thinking of like what Yamato's bounty will be after she joins the Straw Hats, because if they get into a serious battle, it's not gonna end nicely.
So much for discourse, but We are back at the very top. That was
with Hold'em.
with
Yeah,
Hold'em. I'm older than Hold'em. I think I've completed more in life. Hopefully, I don't have a lion punching me in the dick. That I can live with.
Yeah. We want to do the last one?
So, which is the last? Wait, the last. Are you talking about Fuku Rokuju?
Yeah. Fuku Rokuju. Last one.
Was there any good information hidden in the Vivre cards, or hidden in
I
the?
don't think we get any real new information about Fuku Rokuju.
Except that his forehead has grown over this time, so he's literally gotten a big head from working from Orochi. Literally.
The question is, who has the bigger forehead? Strawberry or Fuku Rokuju?
I think it's Strawberry. Seeing how the difference between the hat is just interesting. But all right, so I actually dropped two things of note. The first one we'll save for the last. Anubis fruits, OMG. Did we talk about an Anubis fruit, or are these just ideas for?
I mean, yeah, that's interesting. I mean, we really haven't, other than the Buddha, we haven't really seen any god mythical fruits. So.
Oh, that's part of the god conversation.
Yeah, because I was joking around with the Jesus fruit, but actually the Anubis actually. That's actually pretty interesting if we do that.
Would it be? But here's the question on the Anubis fruit. I personally would think it would be an upgrade of, I can't remember the character's name because he was horrible, but from in Arabasta, there was Pel, who's the falcon, who was horses, so there could be a horse fruit. But specifically, the jackal, there could be an Inu model jackal mythical variant Anubis. So Iwa, thank you for Iwa D. That's actually pretty, because I don't know if it would be a Hito model Anubis.
Well, I guess that makes sense because especially with Egyptian mythology, they have a way more connection with their animal association with the gods. I mean, all gods in any mythology has some kind of animal association, but especially with the Egyptian, it's way stronger.
So it would probably be a Hito then, or Hito,
Yeah.
like human fruit model Anubis. That's interesting, because it would blow all of our minds, and bear with me if Oda pulled out a Hito Inu fruit, like a mixed fruit. So you have a Hito Inu mythical model Anubis.
Okay, that's all for just saying. I was thinking of, but yeah, that would be pretty cool.
That would be absolutely nuts. But last thought, or last question at least, from Iwa D, which can be a nice little conversation to end things, is when do you guys think we'll have more Imu-sama on screen? What a mysterious character.
It's gonna be long.
I would hope, it would be amazing, look at me speechless, that if we had, say, hopefully we get the flashback for Kaido, that maybe Imu-sama was in God Valley. That kind of thing. That would be very cool if Imu-sama was revealed to have been there during that big fight. If not then after Wano for sure. I hope.
Maybe it's really hard to tell with Emu. Like, when are we going to see Emu again? And I don't know if Emu saw the fight on God Valley. I'm not even sure if Emu has even ever left. Obviously Marie Joie.
Maybe, but
I could see that I was saying I could see like it would be revealed in God's Valley because that was the former Marijoa. So probably probably he was also living there before everything happened and they moved to Marijoa.
Well, I mean, I don't know about it being, the old Marijoa. Because it was known that, when the world government was formed, they formed it on top of Marijoa. So obviously Marijoa has been here for a long time. I don't know, just God Valley was like that. I don't know.
So what do you guys think of this? What if Imu goes back and forth between Marijoa and God's Valley, but then the incident happened while he was in God's Valley?
Which is fair. Which is very, very fair in the understanding. I can see the sprinkles happening because as far as people we haven't seen yet, big picture, I would say is as interesting as Green Bull. And I'm trying to think of there's no like warlords we haven't seen. I think we've really seen everything and everyone until we get to like Elbath, and meet Loki, the king of the giants.
Yeah, because we haven't seen Loki yet.
We haven't. Technically, King hasn't been revealed yet either. So there's that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we're very close to the end, so except for a few characters, it's when we basically know at least kind of what everyone's doing.
Or what everyone looks, and rocks, of course. Or at least I'm just thinking about what people look like.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe rocks, because it's like it's a pretty clear silhouette, but still kind of a shadowed silhouette. So I don't know. Maybe it could be a little bit different than what we're imagining.
And then even thinking about rocks, like it would have been cool if like Whitebeard was his second in command, but I highly doubt it. So who was Rox's second in command? And who were the other characters?
I'm trying to think of this. Okay, definitely cannot be Kaido because Kaido was basically the cabin boy on the crew.
He was an apprentice pirate, yeah.
Yeah. So it definitely was not. It was definitely not Kaido. I mean,
how old was Whitebeard when he died?
How old was Whitebeard when he died?
Yeah.
Whitebeard age.
Wait a minute. I just thought of something crazy real quick. Let me throw this out.
72 years old.
72. And God's Valley happened around how many years again?
41.
41. That means Whitebeard should be.
He was 31.
Okay, 31. He should be around the age of being like a captain or a vice captain.
Yeah, but again, like we know of some of the big names.
Okay.
We don't know all of them.
Let me throw this guys out. I just thought of something. What if the second command for the Rocks crew was Shocky? I know that sounds stupid, but
It doesn't. If Shocky is like one of the strongest people in the verse, and we've just been checking her out this whole time. Oh my goodness.
But then, what of the other characters that weren't revealed? The other big names.
Wang Ji. Captain John. I think Captain John was a part of that crew.
John. Yeah, Captain John. Wang Ji. I don't remember anyone else.
Shiki.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
but
Shiki. Yeah, I was keep forgetting
but
about
Shiki has been revealed.
You know,
But Shiki has been revealed, so
I always forget that Shiki's like an actual character in the canon story.
Mm-hmm. But if anything, this has been a really good question to end on, Iwadi, because it led to a nice little who is left to be introduced format.
at this point, I won't say anything about whether there will be an introduction or not, because up till the time Yamato was revealed, no one no one thought that there would be a new character in
Oh
one.
yeah. Oh yeah. I thought they were talking about Momo the whole time, and they just called him Yamato because of his son. Like, so I completely agree with that.
The first time that they were just it was the first time it was when Kaido was something like, "Where's my son?" or something like that, and then people were saying maybe there's an ace and that's Kaido's son, since there's King, Queen, and Jack. But
Maybe.
then everything was just thrown out of the window.
Do y'all think? Who do you think is going to be more popular? And this is my last question, I swear, because we just hit 2 hours for streaming, which is awesome. But who do you think is going to be more popular? Because we get these late second introductions, and it just blows up the community. Katakuri, late second, last minute introduction, 3/4 into the story, blew up everything in the community. Yamato, arguably 60% weight, 70% way through the arc. Boom. Just, I can't even think of life before Yamato even came about. I love Yamato as a character so much. So who do you think is going to be more popular when we finally see them? Green Bull or Im-sama?
Green Bull.
Yeah, Green Bull.
Because I would say Green Bull is potentially a good guy, but then Imu, even though as a villain is going to be like very interesting, but it's going to the way it's going to come up, people like as a bad guy. His reputation is really not going to be somewhere as that of Green Bull. Even if he's more mysterious than Green Bull.
I think that is fair. I'm going to go with Green Bull as well. Green Bull will set us ablaze, especially if he has the long Fabio locks like everyone is thinking, and he's like some playboy that is just like, women should feed me. I remember in Grand Lines...
Green Bull.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, we're all team Green Bull.
Mm-hmm. I have the feeling Green Bull is going to have like the flair that Dofi has when Dofi took the scene. But awesome. Thank you all for joining us here with the Runaway Warlords. Drew always ends with some exponential, like, love everyone around you. Thankfully, I am not that romantic. I'm just going to say thank you to Segrain and Cool Kid for stopping by. Their links are in the description below. Be sure to subscribe to my boys, as well as subscribe to the channel if you like a lot of our content and just our weird discussions. Next roundtable, we won't be talking about One Piece stuff. We'll more be going over just opening intros and getting a lot more other people into the mix. But to Static, Chase, and Iwa for stopping by through this stream, thank you all. Everyone take care and stay reckless, Warlords. Peace.
See ya.